Would everyone please rise for the flag salute and presentation of the colors, which will be led by members of Washington Township High School's ROTC Color Guard. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing as an NHS member, Abby Dezergowski, sings the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce the principal of Washington Township High School, Mr. Jonathan Strout.
Well, thank you so much to our color guard, Abby. That was beautiful. We appreciate you singing that with us. It's just so great to see everyone here and to be able to get together this evening. So I want to say good evening and welcome everyone to this evening's induction ceremony for many of the best and brightest stars that we are excited to honor here this evening. I'd like to welcome some of our distinguished guests, Mr. Joseph Bollendorf, our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. John Savarese, Executive Assistant Principal of the high school, Ms. Issa Jackson, this evening's keynote speaker, Ms. Angela Bacher and Mrs. Krista Scardino-Welch, our NHS advisors, who without their tireless efforts this night certainly would not be possible. Our National Honor Society Exec Board members, who I know will also work equally as hard, and we're so grateful for your work. Sponsors and faculty members of Washington Township High School and throughout our district and our community, our parents, and most importantly, the stars of the show, our National Honor Society inductees. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. I gotta get back to these public speaking opportunities, but it really is so great to be here. And tonight is truly a night to celebrate the amazing accomplishment that goes along with National Honor Society induction. We're so very proud of all of you for the commitment you've made over the years to scholarship, especially in this last year, leadership, service, and through your continued demonstration of strong character. You've earned this, each and every one of you. And in a year like no other, it is so great to finally get to have you all here together to receive the recognition that you so very much deserve. So congratulations to all of you, and we look forward to continuing to celebrate all of your many successes still to come. At this time, I'd like to welcome our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Joseph Bollendorf.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome. here to the high school for this incredible evening. I think, like Mr. Strout said, it's just amazing to be back in a room like this with our kids and with our parents celebrating their accomplishment. I think it's awesome. I was asked to express my gratitude and congratulations on behalf of the board. We have a board meeting this evening, and I'm lucky enough to been able to come here and be a part of this instead, and I can tell you that's awesome. So I'm happy about that. I want to thank our exec board and our advisors for the work that they're doing. I just want to focus on a couple of things, and I promise I'll be very brief. But we shouldn't gloss over, I think in all the years that I've been here in this district and at this high school especially, the National Honor Society induction is, I think, one of the greatest things that we do. Because like so many things that we do, we celebrate academics, we celebrate athletics, we celebrate musical accomplishments, but the NHS induction celebrates the whole person. Naturally, scholarship is a big component. You have to hit a certain level to be eligible. But it's the combination of service, of character, and leadership that really is what gains somebody entrance into this elite group. And the reason why that matters is because a lot of people are born with great academic attributes and gifts and can do well and score high on tests. But not everybody has the character, not everybody has the leadership qualities, and not everybody has the willingness to engage in their community to perform acts of service or to be involved. And that is a direct relationship to the values that were instilled in you. That's why it's important that parents are here. That's why when you're a senior, you'll get to acknowledge a sponsor, somebody who's made that kind of a difference in your life. Because it's a celebration of all of those things that have combined to put you in this chair tonight. It's a very special acknowledgement of that. It was a lot of work just putting the application together. But for people who care, people who have stepped up in a time like this to take leadership and bring their other fellow students along, people who have continued to be involved in acts of service, and all the while maintaining incredible academic achievement under these circumstances, I would be remiss to not say that I think that this might be the most special induction ceremony that we've ever had. So congratulations to all of you, and good luck to you next year. Seniors, keep doing what you need to do so that you're back in these chairs again next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Strout and Mr. Bollendorf. Good evening, everyone. My name is Krista Scardino-Welch, and I, along with Angela Bacher, am one of the co-advisors of the Washington Township chapter of the National Honor Society. It is my distinct pleasure and honor to welcome you here tonight as we celebrate the accomplishments and hard work of these fine young people seated in front of us. Being selected and inducted into the National Honor Society is no easy task, and these students' phenomenal achievement deserves to be recognized. I've had the distinct pleasure of working with many of these students throughout this year, and as they continue to persevere through a very different and sometimes difficult kind of school year, I can say without hesitation that they are simply remarkable. They continued their studies, continued to stay involved, and selflessly continue to serve our school and our community. They worked together to make our school and community better. They showed us the best of Washington Township, and I know their futures are very bright. All of the students in front of us today show a dedication to maintaining academic excellence, are active in extracurricular activities, and act as leaders and role models to their peers. They have also dedicated countless hours to serve our school and township community by taking part in a variety of service projects ranging from collecting donations for Stockings for Soldiers organization in Wilmington, Delaware, to participating in multiple food drives for our neediest community members in the fall, winter, and spring of this year. As an educator here in Washington Township, as well as their advisor, I cannot help but feel a great sense of pride and respect for these students who give so much of themselves to help those around them. They truly exemplify what it means to have township pride. To both the current members and tonight's inductees, I would like to offer my sincerest congratulations. Throughout your time at Washington Township High School, I've had the pleasure of teaching some of you in class, and those who I have not taught, I have gotten to know through your involvement with this organization. I can say without hesitation that I am beyond impressed by each of you. Your ability to persist among the many obstacles life has thrown at you over the last year is incredible. Instead of giving up, you continued to shine. As American inventor Thomas Edison once said, many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. I am proud to say that the young people in front of you today refuse to give up and continue to overcome even in the most difficult challenges. Their incredible determination gives me hope for the future. Throughout this evening, we will learn about the history of the National Honor Society, as well as understand the meaning behind the 4 pillars of our organization: scholarship, leadership, character, and service. We will also have the honor of recognizing our members from both the classes of 2021 and 2022. Our new inductees will be honored and presented with the certificates and pins to officially induct them as members of the Washington Township chapter of the National Honor Society. In closing for me tonight, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Strout, Mr. Savarese, and our other administrators, as well as Mr. Bollendorf and our Board of Education members for their continued support of our organization and our student members. I am also quite grateful to have a wonderfully supportive co-advisor, Ms. Bacher, and a wonderful NHS Executive Board who are all vital in keeping this organization running. To all the parents, family members, and friends sitting here tonight, I would also like to thank you for sharing and entrusting your most precious gifts to us, not only during the school day, but also during the evenings and sometimes even on the weekends. I truly feel honored and blessed to have the chance to work with these students each day and to help by our organization, our school, to be the best that it can be. Thank you, and congratulations again to all our National Honor Society members. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce Executive Board member Isabella Santiago.
Thank you, Mrs. Scardino-Welch. Good evening and welcome to Washington Township High School's National Honor Society induction. My name is Bella Santiago and I am a member of the National Honor Society Executive Committee. On behalf of the National Honor Society Executive Committee, I welcome you tonight to share in this wonderful opportunity to recognize our NHS members who have consistently followed the 4 pillars of our organization: scholarship, leadership, character, and service. Each of our NHS members have embodied these pillars throughout their high school careers. And I know take great pride in these standards that make us members of the National Honor Society. Exemplifying these pillars in our lives has helped us succeed in our academics here at the high school, as well as become active and caring members of our community. On behalf of all the members of the National Honor Society, I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight. It is now my pleasure to introduce the NHS Executive Board member, Ava Troxel, who will be sharing with us the history of the National Honor Society. Thank you.
Thank you, Bella. In 1921, the National Association of Secondary School Principals officially established the National Honor Society. As we celebrate our 100th anniversary this year, we reflect on the history of the organization in which we are official members. Under the leadership of Dr. Edward Reinerson, the organization grew from the original Alpha chapter at his 5th Avenue in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to more than 1,000 chapters by the end of 1930. Equipped with a constitution, an emblem and motto, and a group of dedicated principals as coordinators, the new NHS organization quickly developed into one of the country's leading educational groups. The National Honor Society elevates a school's commitment in recognizing the values of scholarship, service, leadership, and character in their student body. These 4 pillars have been associated with membership in the organization since its inception. Membership in NHS not only recognizes students for their accomplishments, but also challenges them to develop further involvement in school activities and community service. The NHS members in schools like ours care not only about student achievement, but also about community engagement and service. I would like to now introduce my fellow member of the Executive Board, Emma Cueva, who will discuss our first pillar, scholarship.
Thank you, Ava. Scholarship is one of the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society. However, it is more than just a student's ability to get good grades. Scholarship is a student's continued commitment to learning. With scholarship, we work to develop a passion for growing and improving. There is a willingness to acknowledge mistakes, then move on and learn from them. Members of the National Honor Society dedicate their time towards the pursuit of knowledge. While high school has certainly presented its challenges, especially this year, our members have continued to strive for their best. They have dedicated many hours each week since freshman year towards schoolwork and studying. This time, while not always noticed, is just a testament to the willpower of our members. Each of us have such inspiring levels of drive, and we continue to work hard and support our own academic adventures. It is with the trials that all students have faced that we are able to persevere and are able to establish and reestablish our dedication to learning. There have been many instances in the past year alone where students may have wanted to give up or have been overwhelmed, whether it be from a test, an assignment, or just the drain of learning during COVID times. Even still, all these young scholars have continued to try and have succeeded not only in the current academic school year, but in previous ones as well. By being members of the National Honor Society, we are all reaffirming the importance of scholarship beyond the confines of the classroom. Our task must be to bring our thirst for knowledge into our everyday lives and into our future beyond school as we continue into the chapters of our lives. I will now introduce my fellow Executive Board member, Stephen Roth, who will be speaking on leadership.
Thank you, Emma. When people think of leaders, they tend to think of an all-star athlete or the first-chair musician. It's easy to assume that the most talented person is also the leader of that group, and I believe that is wrong. Leadership can be expressed in many situations, whether it be guidance in an otherwise hopeless situation or creating compromise between competing people or ideas. Leadership can be manifested in many forms. Being a leader displays a level of maturity that can and will be an asset later in your life. A common attribute of a leader is someone who can unify. People are not cookie-cutter copies of each other, and it takes a special talent to galvanize these people into fighting for a common goal. Leaders are organized and prepared for just about anything. Before me sits about 100 of the most qualified leaders this school has to offer. Your perseverance is immeasurable, and I applaud all of your accomplishments. You all have, in one way or another, demonstrated these characteristics in your own lives and in your own ways. I encourage you to be the best that you can be and the best leaders for others to follow as you pursue your future endeavors. I will now introduce my fellow Executive Board member, Marcel Mazra, who will be speaking on service.
Thank you, Stephen. The third pillar of the National Honor Society is one of the most important. It is the pillar of service. Service is when one donates their time and efforts without anything expected or given in return. To be part of the National Honor Society, we exemplify all of the pillars discussed tonight, but we would not be here without our great commitment to service. In a normal school year, we contribute much of our time to helping the community. In times like now, it has been a struggle to find the opportunities to do everything that we are capable of doing. However, we have still been successful in helping our community through this year with tutoring, donating to those in need, and doing whatever needed to be done wherever we're needed. Our National Honor Society members have donated over 2,200 hours of service to helping our school year and community even during a difficult year. As members of the National Honor Society, we have exemplified and will continue to donate our time and effort into the community. While doing so, we will continue to exemplify all of the pillars of the National Honor Society and create lifelong memories while doing so. Now, I would like to introduce my fellow Executive Board member, Mackenzie Sozio, who will speak on our last pillar, character.
Thank you, Marcel. I'm sure many of you here today already know much of what it takes to become and remain a member of the National Honor Society. good grades, leadership positions in your extracurriculars, and strong involvement in community service. But there is a fourth qualification that is just as important as the rest: character. Every one of you here today has in one way or another demonstrated good character here at Washington Township High School, and it has not gone unnoticed. So what does it mean to show good character? Unlike the other three pillars of NHS, character can't be quantified into a number. Webster's dictionary defines it as the complex of mental and ethical traits, marking and often individualizing a person. But good character is much more complex than that. It's about persevering through hard times, respecting and caring for those around you, and holding yourself accountable when things go wrong. And perhaps most importantly, it's about making the right decision when you want to the least. Good character isn't something you can achieve through any one action or decision. It can only be achieved by living a life while upholding the ideals of respect, integrity, and responsibility. Thank you to all the NHS members here tonight. Your commitment to having upstanding character, as well as your commitment to scholarship, leadership, and service, has made our local community a better place to live. I would like to end with a quote by former UCLA basketball coach John Wooden. Be more concerned with your character than your reputation, because your character is what you really are, while your reputation is merely what others think you are. The truest test of a person's character is what he or she does when no one is watching. And now I would like to introduce my fellow Executive Board member, Gabriella Milano, who will introduce to you our distinguished guest speaker tonight.
Thank you, Mackenzie. I have the honor tonight of introducing the keynote speaker, Ms. Issa Jackson. Ms. Jackson, who is a Washington Township High School graduate and alumni of the National Honor Society, received her Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in dance at Temple University and her master's degree in theater arts administration at Rowan University. She has been extremely involved and has had a major influence at Washington Township High School since she started working here 13 years ago. As an advisor of Students in Action, African American Culture Club, and the dance company, she has shown her dedication to this school and her students. Her accomplishments were recognized in 2018 when she was named one of Washington Township High School's Teachers of the Year. In addition to all her contributions as an educator at the high school, she is also a dance teacher at Dance by Deborah Keynote, where she choreographs for competitions, recitals, and many other shows. As one of Ms. Jackson's many students in and out of school, I can attest to the positive impact she has had on her students. She continuously goes the extra mile and always pushes her students to work hard and never give up. At times, she might be tough on you, but it's always because she sees your potential. She wants all her students to succeed and become the best versions of themselves. Her class is always enjoyable, and she consistently tries to find new ways to make learning more fun. Ms. Jackson is the type of teacher you can count on to offer support and help in any way possible. She is always willing to listen, give advice, and offer solutions. Her courage and ability to speak up and her love for teaching and dance inspires her students every day. I, as many others, are beyond thankful to have such an incredible teacher and person in our lives. We are thrilled to have her here to speak tonight as our keynote speaker. So now please welcome our guest speaker, Ms. Issa Jackson.
Good evening. Thank you for inviting me to speak today. Thank you to Mrs. Scardino-Welch and Mrs. Bacher for planning this ceremony and for being such amazing advisors for the Washington Township chapter of the National Honor Society. You are all very lucky to have them as your advisors. It is an honor to be speaking to you today at this prestigious event. My name is Miss Issa Jackson, and I have been teaching dance at WTHS for the past 14 years. I am also the advisor of the dance company and co-advisor of both Students in Action and the African American Culture Club. I'm proud to say that I have met many of you either through my classes or my clubs. I know that this is an outstanding group of students. My connection with Washington Township goes back to first grade. I grew up in the district attending Bells, then Thomas Jefferson Elementary School, Orchard Valley, and then the high school. I graduated as the valedictorian of my high school class. I went on to attend Temple University and received my Bachelor of Fine Arts in dance. About 5 years ago, I received my Master's in Theater Arts Administration from Rowan University. I also share a connection with this organization and this event. I sat in your place at one time, just a few years back. Well, not really, it was over 20 years ago, but it still seems like yesterday. I was inducted into the National Honor Society in my junior year, and the following year I was elected to the executive board. Even though it was some time ago, I still remember the feeling of achievement when I was inducted. I was happy and proud of myself. My parents were in attendance at the ceremony, and they were beaming with pride for their oldest child. I am sure all of you are feeling many of the same feelings that I felt, and your parents, whether in attendance here or watching from home, are feeling the same sense of tremendous pride. This is definitely a night to celebrate and be proud of your accomplishments. Congratulations to the new inductees to the National Honor Society. It is a wonderful honor, something for which you have worked hard. You should be very proud of yourselves. Congratulations to all of you. Achieving this goal of being inducted into the National Honor Society is never easy. And I'm sure we would all agree that it was definitely more challenging this year. The pandemic hit last March, and in a matter of what seemed like seconds, life as we knew it was turned upside down. Classes still continued, but the physical building of Washington Township High School was closed, and the hallways and classrooms were empty. We could have never imagined this in our wildest dreams. We were quarantined, and life as we knew it was gone. 2 weeks, we were told. We would be back again in 2 weeks. But those 2 weeks turned into 4 weeks, then to months, then to a year. It took over a year before the building was fully opened once again, and students were able to fill the hallways and classrooms at WTHS. Each day was a challenge and a struggle, and that struggle certainly took a toll on all of us. Despite all that has happened over the past year, you have still managed to get here, to the National Honor Society induction ceremony. And for that, you deserve a lot of credit. It is proof of your resiliency, your courage to face tough times. The students in this room are strong. You adapted to change and kept moving forward. You kept your goals in sight and steadfastly moved toward them. I know that many of you faced some real tough times as a result of the pandemic, and perhaps you are still working through them. But still, you made a way. You pressed on. You were able to achieve your goals, and now you are about to be inducted into the prestigious National Honor Society. For that, you should be commended. This evening, I would like to share with you what living through this pandemic has taught me. I hope that what I share with you this evening will aid you in your future. There is so much that we take for granted each and every day. Sometimes we forget to cherish the people, the places, and the things that are important in our lives. We often spend so much time rushing from place to place and from one event to another that we forget to enjoy what we are actually doing. Life becomes monotonous, and we end up feeling like we are just going through the motions to get to the end of each day. So, I have a few questions for you. Just respond by raising your hand. Raise your hand if you ever wished that school could just be over for the year. Raise your hand if you've ever said to yourself, man, why can't I just graduate already and start living life on my own? And for the adults, how many of you have dreamed of retirement thinking that things would be better when you could just stop working so hard? I have had some of the very same thoughts. Even as an adult, as the school year heads into May and the weather becomes warmer, I think to myself, could it just be summer so I could just get a break? We have all been there. There are times that we get so overwhelmed with school and with life that we are just so eager to wish it all away. As a result, we don't truly enjoy the moments that we are actually living in. We forget how important it is to live in the moment. Well, last year, so many things actually went away. Our school building was closed. The hallways and classrooms at WTHS were empty. Many of the important events that we all look forward to were canceled. Proms, performances, and entire sports seasons. We couldn't see our teachers, our coaches, friends, and extended family for months or even a year. Everything that we took for granted suddenly went away. That wish that we often thought of or whispered under our breath was now our reality. Through tragedy and tough times, we often see the light or the lesson in it all. Although it is difficult at times, I try to be an optimist and see the glass as half full instead of half empty. Living through a pandemic has taught me to never again take anything for granted. Don't wish things away because your wish may just come true. Cherish everything, from the simple moments to the most complex. Cherish those around you and let them know how important they are to you every chance you get. You can do this through your words and your actions. Life is short. We must always remember to live life to the fullest and make the best out of every situation. This pandemic has also brought some things that I already knew to the forefront of my mind again, because it seems that I needed a reminder. I share this with all of you tonight because maybe you need this reminder too. Living through this pandemic taught me another lesson. You should not only live life to the fullest, but you should also live life with passion. Passion is defined as a strong feeling or emotion. It is that emotion you feel when you really care about someone or something. My advice to you is to be passionate about everything that you do, even the simple things. Brush your teeth each morning with passion. Clean your room with passion. This is a hard one, you guys, I know. Do your homework, especially as we head into summer, with passion. Wake up each day with a passion for life. Why? The reason is simple. Living life with passion will give your life meaning. Famous talk show host, producer, actress, and author Oprah Winfrey once said, "Follow your passion. It will lead you to your purpose." Having a passion for what you do will excite you and keep you motivated, allowing you to push past the struggles and the burnout that we all go through. Passion gives you purpose, a reason to keep going, to keep learning, to keep doing what you love. Passion makes your job not feel like work. Even on your toughest days, you can make it through because in the end, you will know how much you love what you do. Passion is the energy of your life, and when you do things with passion, you will find fulfillment and happiness. Be passionate about your education. That doesn't just mean focusing on earning high grades and the best test scores. Learn to understand and use that knowledge so that you may grow as a person. Learn in the classroom, but also learn from the people, places, and things around you. Learn from the experiences you have and the risks that you take. Do this for the rest of your life. Don't stop learning when you leave school. Continue to be eager to learn throughout your life. Learn until you are old and gray. Commit to learning throughout your life. Never stop. Be passionate about service. Discover the issues that you care about and find ways that you can help others. Know your interests and find an organization that you can serve. If you are passionate about dancing like me, consider sharing your talent in performances that raise funds for a cause, or consider working with a dance program that helps those that are less fortunate. If you have a specific interest, pursue service work that supports it, but do it with passion, not just because you need so many hours of service for NHS, or because you want to put those hours on your college and scholarship applications. Being passionate about the service work that you do will make that work more fulfilling for you and the people you serve. Be passionate about your role as a member of the National Honor Society. Being inducted to NHS isn't the end of your work. The work continues, and you should do it with passion. Represent the organization with pride and be a role model to others. Always model the 4 pillars: character, service, leadership, and scholarship in all that you do in high school and beyond. Again, congratulations to all of the inductees to the National Honor Society. As you complete your junior year and move toward your final year of high school, work to discover what you are passionate about and let it lead you to your purpose. Remember to cherish every moment of what remains of your high school career. The work doesn't stop here. Continue to work hard and focus. Don't take anything for granted. Live each day to the fullest and try your best not to have regret. And lastly, whatever you do, remember to do it with passion. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Ms. Jackson. Not only are you an incredible educator, but you are also a stellar example of leadership, character, and service to the members of our organization. I know that they and we are thankful to you for inspiring us tonight. We will now begin our induction of our new junior members from the class of 2022. As the students' names are called, they will proceed to the stage to receive their certificate and pin, acknowledging their membership into the National Honor Society. In the interest of time, please hold your applause until all names have been read. And now it is my pleasure to introduce National Honor Society Exec Board members Rebecca Capone, Mackenzie Sozio, and Ava Troxel, who will be reading the names of our new inductees. We would also like to invite Mr. Strout and Mr. John Savarese to the stage to give you your pins and your certificates.
Natalie Ambrazelli, Spencer Barnowski, Gianna Bauer, Madison Bermudez, Gregory Bianchi, Julia Bing, Sydney Brown, Juliana Brunetti, Daniel Cabanban, Madison Cayone, Jacob Capriati, Fia Cardoso, Alexis Castorina, Kayla Kavanaugh, Lauren Chi, Emma Chu, Mackenzie Cochran, Caitlin Kahn, Mackenzie Connery, Ryan Culin, Madison Davis, Isabella DeLuca, Antonia DeSalvatore, Taylor Dlug, Isabella Donia, Olivia Dowling, Madison Duenes, Abby Nicole Faustino, Maeve Fitzgerald, Cole Fitzgerald, Brendan Fulginetti, Jared Garofalo, Gianna Garozzo, Danny Ginville, Isabella Garacino, Daniel Geetons, Emily Guthier.
Catherine Hager, Emma Haley, Tess Hansen, Cameron Healy, Lucas Hilbert, Helene Horan, Adriana Iacaruso, Olivia Indrizzo, Dana Jefferson, Jessica Kane, Megan Kern, Grace Kim, Samantha Klemowitz, Jessica Knox, Taylor Knox, Matthew Kerner, Brianna Koze, Abby Kolakowski, Kayla Kolakowski, Antonia Cullis, Alexander Kanucky, Noah La Liberty, Charles Lant, Alyssa Lee, Meng Lin, Alana Linden, Gianna Lopresti, Marissa Luca, Victoria Marshall, Aiden McWigan, Julia McMahon, Lauren Meister, Peter Machichi, Caden Morrell, Ashton Myers,
Amelia Oreo,
Jacqueline Pelosi, Juliana Petrelli, Christian Races, Paige Rambo, Leela Richards, Vincent Roberts, Jasmine Rogers, Saul Rincero, Reina Soraya, Juliana Scalia, Anthony Sciato, Nicole Schisler, Nicholas Sima, Noel Simmons, Allison Saravo, Amanda Smith, Mara Smith, Thomas Tate, Ethan Tomasi, Giorgio Tassiopoulos, Jack Tinklenberg, Edward Tobler, Casey Torbeck, Amy Wang, Sydney Wilson, Ethan Wilson, Laura Wilson, Gia Zaveda, Anastasia Zadinsky,
Would all of the new inductees to the National Honor Society please stand and be recognized?
Please join me in reciting our oath of membership by repeating after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purpose of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected, striving in every way, by word and deed, to make its ideals the ideals of my school and my life. All members may now be seated. I would like to welcome Ms. Bacher back to the podium.
So good evening, everyone. As we reach the end of our evening, I would like to take a few moments to offer our sincerest gratitude to some of the many individuals and teams whose behind-the-scenes work is vital not only to our organization, but to also helping make tonight's induction a success. So to Jeff Walters and the custodial staff who arranged the stage for our induction, to Kevin Lindstadt, Robert Heinz, and their stage and tech crew who have handled the sound and lighting, for Kristen Dorado and the Monthly Rewind crew, who have filmed our evening, to Anne Marguglio, who spends countless, and I do mean countless, hours helping us with her Power School work, through which we're ultimately able to successfully run our organization. We truly mean it when we say that she is absolutely invaluable to us. Equally as invaluable are the secretaries, both here at the high school and over at Central, who also give their time, give their energy, give all of their resources to help make sure we're able to successfully run not only tonight, but our organization throughout the entire year. To the Board of Education, to Mr. Bollendorf, to Mr. Strout, and to Mr. Savarese, and all of the other administrators, without whose support we would not be able to successfully run our organization, to Ava, Becca, Bella, Emma, Gab, Jarrett, Kendall, Mackenzie, Marcel, and Stephen, our exec board. During a school year that has been unlike any other, they have worked hard to assist us to come up with new and creative ways to make our organization run smoothly and to come up with ways for our members to continue to actively serve those around them. Ms. Scardino-Welch and I are truly most grateful. And to my co-advisor, Ms. Scardino-Welch, my deepest gratitude. Again, we have spent countless hours on WebEx, on Microsoft Teams, on phone calls. It's actually amazing how much we've worked together and how little we've actually seen each other in person this year, but it's, again, in a year that's been unlike any other, the teamwork has been invaluable, the collaboration has been valuable, so I, for one, am absolutely grateful to that. And to you, the parents, friends, family members, teachers, and later sponsors, we want to offer our heartfelt thanks. You have continued to show the young people here support, love, and guidance, even during circumstances that I think we can all say have been beyond difficult. It's because of you and the continued impact that you have had on these exceptional young people that they are seated before us today. And finally, to you, our National Honor Society members, I would like to tell you how proud we are of each and every one of you seated here tonight. It is evident that for each of you, character, scholarship, leadership, and service are more than just pillars of our organization. They are simply part of who you are. Through times that have been isolating, scary, and uncertain, you've continued to impress us with your ability to find creative ways to serve others. You impress us with how you lead, both in and outside of the school building, and also with your high moral character. When our circumstances around us have seemed dark, you've continued to be a bright light shining. And as I was preparing my remarks for this evening, I came across the following statement. And to me, it serves as such a powerful reminder to all of us, but especially to our NHS members here. It states, "If serving is below you, leadership is beyond you." So I challenge you, NHS members, as the leaders of our school and our community, to continue to serve those around you. You know, when social distancing is the norm and events that might typically be, you might typically be a part of are either canceled or drastically scaled back, that might seem like a challenge. But now, more than ever, people really need support. So how can you still serve others? You can reach out to those who are feeling lonely and isolated and let them know that you are thinking of them. Offer support to those who are struggling. Give a listening ear to those who feel like they have nowhere to turn, and speak up for those who feel like they have no voice for themselves. Simply offer a smile, or as Mr. Stroud encourages us each morning, extend an air hug to someone and let them know that they matter to you. And as I close, I want to leave you with this thought from Mahatma Gandhi. It says, "In a gentle way, you can shake the world." So, how can you shake the world? Think of the family members, friends, mentors, and teachers who have encouraged, inspired, and given of themselves to help shape you into who you are today. Give them the absolute greatest thanks they could possibly receive, and take the time, support, and positivity they have invested in you, and then go invest it in the lives of others. Lead by your example and work hard not only to enrich your own life, but the lives of others. And one person at a time, you will, in fact, gently shake the world. So, Mrs. Scardino-Welch and I would once again like to thank each of you for coming this evening to support our students. We ask that at the conclusion of our ceremony, you please promptly exit the building, and we invite you that any pictures you wish to take, that you take them outside of the building. And fortunately, it's still bright out, so it should be good for pictures. So thank you all again.